She has a
Come in. Hi. Oh, hi. Um, so thank you. You are watching Entertainment with Kelly on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And today I have a awesome guest as usual, but this guest is a tad bit closer, a lot more closer actually, and very special to me. Her name is Chiquila, and she has her own catering company. She is a chef, graduated from culinary school, and she's a great woman of fantastic things. And her catering company name is Christian Catering. And I
Shaquila's Christian Catering.
great. And I just wanted to invite her to the show. I thank you so much.
Thank you for blessing me to be on your show.
Okay, cool. So, do you want to go into a few questions? Because I have to ask. I know the world and all of the viewers want to know. So, Chiquila, like literally, I mean, tell us what tell us what made you want to go into the culinary arts.
Well, when I was 6 years old, my grandmother taught me how to cook. I learned under her. She was a strong Southern woman. And for that, ignited my passion. And at an early age, being in my teens, I was always cooking. I was always preparing foods, wanting to know the greater art of food, which led me down the path of going to culinary school. And I graduated in 2013. And I work at a beautiful restaurant, Catcora. And you know what? I just said to myself during this COVID time that I want to start back my catering business because I had did it a few years ago, and I got my passion. And I said, you know what, God, if you bless me to get the connections that I need, I will step out in faith. And that is the reason why my catering service is called Chiquila's Christian Catering, because God is presented first in my food, in my life, and hopefully I can be a blessing to those that I network with and those that I serve.
Awesome. Nice.
Thank you.
So tell me, what is your specialty? Like, what I'm pretty sure you can go all across the board to any nationality of food, but what is like I'll say, give me two of your main like specialty cuisines from whether it's Italian or soul food.
Wow.
Tell me that.
Soul food is my passion. I love the meals that are Southern comfort foods like chicken and dumplings and things, gumbos and things of that nature. But I love making fried chicken, and I love, love, love just experimenting with different things. It's kind of hard to pick which one. Even now, I have my table displayed as different varieties of different types of foods because I just love to grab an interest in one thing, then go to another.
Awesome. And so literally, so that's one. And I believe you are going into Mexican, right? Or you do Mexican?
Yes, I do. I love Mexican food. It is one of my passions, soul food, Mexican food, Italian, because there's similar interests in both cuisines. So that's one of the things that I want to go into as well. And it's just, I love food because no matter how many years you've been a chef or how many years you've been cooking, the world still opens up and you're learning something new. And you can't say that about different careers like you can say that about the culinary arts. So that's what I love. At my age, I'm still growing, I'm still learning. I've met so many awesome people in my life, especially in the culinary field. And I'm just excited and happy to bring to you what I can bring to the table.
Awesome. I love it. I love it, Chiquila. Now, with your love for culinary and things like that, And with you being a very wise woman, with you starting your own catering business. And it's funny you said during the pandemic, because I noticed a lot of people have had time. They didn't have to go to work during that first long shutdown. And they were able to do something like, I want to be my own boss and things like that, you know? So I'm so proud of you. And I mean, that is like awesome. And I know you're pretty successful already, but things are going to get greater and greater and bigger for you. So I love it. So we're going to go right into the food. Why won't you show us what you got?
Okay, well, I have two sides. Like I said, I was trying to measure back and forth. Should I do this or that? But I spoke to my sister Arcille, and she said, well, you know what? The Southern food is your thing, but let's walk into summer. We have Memorial Day coming up, and I have a lot of fresh ideas for lighter, more healthier foods. Soul food is delicious, but most of us, as we're preparing for swimsuit season, we want lighter things. So on my Southern food side, I have the classic favorites, fried chicken. I have smothered short beef ribs. I have greens, which are collard greens, by the way. I have homemade sweet potato pie and homemade German chocolate cake. I also have mac and cheese and jalapeno corn muffins.
Also, and now you also have a vegetarian and vegan menu with your catering company.
Yes, I have been culinary trained to accommodate different types of food styles and different types of menu and dietary needs. I worked for years as a dietary chef at a hospital, and we had to prepare food for low sodium, low carb, heart healthy food. So, and this right here that you're seeing is the summer menu. Okay. And right here we have extra jumbo shrimp and watermelon gazpacho. It has a little splash of tequila, which is cooked down, so you don't have to worry about getting a burn.
I love tequila.
Yes. And I have it in a Hawaii theme, as far as the summer theme, because it's
so delicious.
Type of dish. Yes.
I love it. Yes.
And we also have fish tacos. Ooh. And we have it with pico de gallo, and we have it with a lemon lime wedge with a homemade crema. And also we have the pasta salad, which has different types of colored bell peppers, yellow, green, and red, and has tomato and cucumber with a homemade dressing that I added to it. And also we have pulled pork sliders with a homemade coleslaw. I roasted. I got up early this morning to do this pulled pork. I like it slow. I like it juicy. It's full of flavor with my own homemade barbecue sauce.
Oh, wow.
And of course, we have a fruit platter. I tend to want all the different types of fruit, but I can custom make whatever platter you want. If you don't like watermelon, or if you don't like strawberries, whatever your favorite fruit is, I can custom make it for you. And also we have the salsa, and we have also some sour cream just as garnishes. And these are just some of the things that we're doing. I want to lift this up for you so the viewers can see.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And like I said, I want to just keep your eye on the different colors.
Wait a minute. Stop. You don't have to, keep saying that. Let me tell you this, honey.
Well, all right.
Is key. I mean, and it's presented so well. I mean, I love it. I mean, that's what makes you want to eat the food. And I think you have conquered that for sure. I mean, you've executed it perfectly. And I mean, I love it. Your presentation is good. And I know personally, viewers, that the food is delicious. I'm trying to stay away from the food, not the tequila part. It's coming up because it's so good. You'll want to eat all of it. So yeah. Go on, please. I mean, it's beautiful, and all of that food is over there, and I am not where you guys are.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're pleased with it, and I hope the viewers are pleased with it as well.
They are.
Like I said, I can accommodate any type of diet. I am a Christian-based woman, so a lot of my food, when I get into preparation, I pray over because like I said, this is a step that I'm going, and I'm allowing God to lead me in those steps, and starting this catering business back up, igniting my passion. That's one thing I can say about COVID. During that time when I was home, all I was doing was cooking my personal favorites, and working at Parodies was just a blessing for me, and it opened up those opportunities. And by the way, Parodies is hiring. So if you want your first culinary experience as far as working on the line or being in management in the restaurant industries, Parodies is a place where you can get your start like I did, and will advance you into working with awesome executive chefs, sous chefs, managers, front of the house, back of the house. It's just an amazing experience.
Yeah, awesome. I'm loving it. You are the best. You rock. I mean, it's great. So, tell me, just, I only have a few questions because honestly, the food, it speaks for itself,
Right.
and things like that. But I mean, I know personally you, you were speaking of going into, just the whole thing of not only having your own restaurant, but like a food truck, and then,
Right.
things like that. But right now you're starting, pretty much from your home base, I'll say, with your catering and things like that. And the kitchen, your home is amazing and beautiful and
Oh, thank you.
new and, gorgeous. So, that's another good thing. I'm glad you came on the show. Like, everything is awesome and sanitized. Oh, we have a caller. Oh, great. Hi, caller. The thing that's why you came on the show, like, everything is awesome and sanitized. Oh, we have a caller. Okay, if you could just
Hello.
turn your radio down.
Hello, good evening.
The thing that's why
I'm
you came
kind
on
of,
the show, like, everything is awesome and sanitized. Oh, we have a caller. Okay, if you could just
hello.
turn your radio down.
I'm tuning in kind of late, so I
Thank
missed
you.
the segment. If you already covered it, what was her rank of chef? Was she a top chef or a sous chef?
Okay, so what is your rank of culinary arts of you being a chef? Are you a top chef or a sous chef or?
Well, I passed the culinary level, and I do qualify now as sous chef or an executive chef. I went to Dorsey. They told me for us to get the paperwork started, so that I am qualified for. I've been a chef so far for over 8 years.
Oh, beautiful. Awesome caller. Is that good for you? Okay. Well, thank you, awesome callers. So I hope that answered your question. And it was so cool. I remember you were attending catering school, not catering school, culinary school with Brandon T. Jackson's crew. So I remember that those were good times. And
Yeah.
shout out to the whole Wayne T. Jackson family, Brandon T. Jackson, and all that stuff. I'm
Yes.
hoping to pull him onto the show, Brandon T. Jackson. You're always in Detroit, so I mean,
Yeah.
but anyway, maybe I'm too evil or too bad for him. I don't know.
No way. No way. You're salt of the earth.
We have a
I'm
caller.
sorry, I lost connection.
Hello.
Yes, I'm sorry, I lost connection.
It's okay. I thank you for calling.
But I heard when she said that she was a qualified sous chef. But I also had another question. What did you say your catering service was? Even though I'm in a different state, but me myself, I also cook at home. And let me say, you had an amazing layout right there. I wish I was having dinner there tonight. But what did you say that your catering service was again? I missed that.
Christian catering. And I thank you so much for the love. you're in another state, but my heart is connecting with you. I just wish that everyone could find the passion, whether it's in food or whether it's in whatever you want to be. It's not too late. These times that we're in is not times of anything to be sorrowful in, but times to rise up and become yourself, your true self. And I am thankful to God for just sticking with me, for me walking in faith and stepping out into this venture, picking back up my passion. So thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Wait a
God
minute,
bless you.
caller. Wait a minute, caller.
Yes,
Hello?
yes.
Wait a minute. What is your name and what state are you in?
I'm in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cook down here too. My name is, I go by Mimi Black, but I have a little page, Instagram page. It's KA_MEISHA.
Yeah.
I showcase some of my cooking on there also.
Yes, I love
If
it.
she has a cooking page, I would love to go and view that too. It's very inspirational to see someone that has their own catering business, and things like that. So good luck in your path, and God bless.
Oh, thank you so much, caller. You truly blessed me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you, caller. You rock, and I appreciate you showing me love from Kentucky. You are freaking awesome. Let's answer this call. This caller. Hello.
Yes, I was calling in. I wanted to call into the radio station.
Okay, great. Hi. What's your name and what's your state? Your city?
Well, I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
I'm familiar with you. You should know me.
Yes, I know that voice. Yeah, an awesome voice. Strong man voice.
I'm Caesar Toriano. I'm a poet and your big brother. How you doing? I just wanted to call into the show and just wish you love. I'm very, very much a fan of what you're doing, and I know you are a beautiful person, always been all our lives. And I just wanted to say how proud of you and how proud I am of that lovely young lady you're interviewing as well.
Oh,
You
wow.
have magnificent cooking skills.
Oh, thank you.
You are sure missing those chicken and dumplings. I sure missing them.
I did right by you last year. I bought you. I came through with chicken and dumplings before, so now you can get the family discount. My service is not free anymore.
So one thing you know how to understand about the person who's interviewing, she learned from a master cook. Our grandmother, she hailed from Talladega, Alabama, and she was a phenomenal cook.
Yeah.
She could cook anything, even from grease, flour, and seasoning. She could whip up. She could cook gravel if she wanted to.
Oh
this
my
is some
God.
of the best. This is some of the best pebbles I've tasted. You be sucking on the back.
Oh my
That's how well of a cook she was. God rest her soul. And my sister learned from the master. She stayed up under her, and she's been a phenomenal cook. Every meal she cooks is a man trap meal. So
yeah.
be aware. And you know, so I'll be looking for, you know, Father's Day coming up. I know your big brother, so hook your brother up with a, you know, nice good meal.
We'll see what we can do, Dad.
Oh, well, thank you.
But
anything you
can
want
I
to
have
shout
one more
out?
question before I run?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I want you to, Keita, do me the favor of justice. Why don't you tell them people your favorite meal you love to cook?
Yeah. I was just asking that question. You read
It's like choosing one. If I had more than one child, I love, oh my goodness, I love soul food. My favorite meal that I love to cook is chicken and dumplings, because it's something that people don't cook every day. It's kind of a seasonal dish, and everybody can't, I say, don't make it.
Well,
True Southern style.
well, you know what? Well, you know what? I asked the question wrong. I apologize.
Okay.
What is the favorite dish
Hey,
that you love to
Caesar, are
cook
you
that
in your car?
may remind you of
Your
family?
door is beeping or something. Are you in your truck or your car or something?
I hear beeping.
I got it.
Okay.
What was the favorite cook that you love to cook that reminds you of family?
Well, I don't know how far back you want me to go. I mean, I could go to.
I mean, there's only one.
Special chicken.
My favorite one that I used to love to cook that remind me of family was the special chicken. Even
I
though
knew you was gonna say the special chicken. You know what?
Yeah.
That dish is so decadent and so rich. I stopped cooking it because, for one, everybody was eating so many. I just wanted my family to not have high cholesterol. So, but yeah, I used to cook it. You know, when you get older, you start making wiser choices. But yes, that's our nostalgia family dish. Is special chicken.
Well, life is decadent, right? Life is decadent and rich. So
it is. It's that dish is made with seared chicken and brown sugar and butter and caramelized onions, and it's cooked to just a mild scorch. I don't know what to tell you. It's unlike anything you could have, but I don't even want to do the calorie count on that. When we were younger, in our younger age, you could get away with stuff like that, but now I don't know. So yes,
I will take the gamble. Oh Lord Jesus.
Well, my special chicken is
I'm just had a flashback.
Cece's lasagna holds the trump card to everything. I went, of course, to culinary school years ago and have a lot of culinary accolades, but I cannot touch her lasagna. I don't know if it's what secret something she put in there, but to this day, hands down, that's the best lasagna I've ever had. And if I can conquer her dish, I can walk with pride and lift up my head if I can take her lasagna.
Well, the only one dish I got is two dishes. It ain't even much, and that's the bread pudding and the meatloaf.
Yeah.
I learned how to make meatloaf from Daddy.
Yeah.
And I watched him, but I perfected the recipe. But that bread pudding I learned from Odessa. Love her.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to come hijack the show. I just wanted to come say
I'll break out with poetry in a minute.
Right.
What you say? Bring some poetry?
Maybe
one day I'll visit a little
save you for another episode.
I'll bring some.
Thank you, brother.
I wish I'll bring some of my artwork that won't make her run. So it's all good.
Nothing X-rated, bro. I don't want that.
I beg your pardon. All my poems, I am an adjustable poet.
Great.
Yeah, okay, no freaky stuff, so you're good. Not in front of the sister.
Okay, bye, caller. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling in.
Thanks. Wow. All right. So, Chiquila. So, tell me, how long did it take for you to prep the layout?
Well, basically just a couple of days. I mean, normally, I can this and that, but since I work, it took a little longer. So, but therefore, when if anything, far as if I have any catering events, anything like that, I do have little young sous chefs in the wings, and so it does. But this I did myself. Normally, I have my sisters and everything come in, but. So it took a couple of days.
Awesome. So it's like, and you're such a great woman. You have trickled down to, okay. So I believe we have a caller. I'm excited. Let's go for it.
Hello?
Hi there. Hi, caller.
Hi, how are you?
Awesome.
Hi, this is Arcel. I'm calling because I'm hungry. I'm just looking at this meal, and of course, I'm aware of all her great accomplishments. But I would like to ask her this one question: how is it being in the field of the culinary arts and being a Black female chef? in the industry, as well as a catering, you having your own catering business. How is that? How has that affected you, or has it settled in yet that you're kind of walking in territory untreaded?
Wow, that is an excellent question. As you were saying it to me, I just started going back to you always, because this is a male dominated field, as a woman, you always have to prove yourself. You know, sometimes you might get a reaction from those higher ups that might say something the wrong way because of the atmosphere of executive chefs and people in the higher culinary field. Now, let's be a Black woman. I mean, being a Black woman, of my nature, is to kind of stand up for myself and say this and that, because we tend to always have to prove ourselves. So with me, I can truly say it's been my faith in the Lord, prayer, being around other strong women that's in my family, my mom, my sisters, of course, and those that have brought me up, that have helped me to be able to stand up for myself, to be recognized, to not be ignored, and not to be devalued. So it is very difficult, not impossible. You really have to make sure you're in that place to where you're slow to anger, quick to forgive, and not easily offended. And for me, that took a while, but I'm really at a place of centeredness where I can take criticism, I can take compliments, and I can use that to evolve me and not be a detriment to me. So you just have to have, like he said, have your big girl panties on and, tighten that apron up and push forward and never let anyone devalue you.
Bam.
Wow. I just want to cut you off. That was just amazing.
Thank you.
And also greatly empowering.
Wow. Thank you very much, caller. Arcel, thank you so much.
And to the host, who was gorgeous as always. Everyone there, just have a wonderful day. And I'll be definitely looking up some recipes from you. All right, bye.
And you can find me on Instagram, Happy Christian Catering. That was the first title of my catering business, but I wanted to make it more personal. So I put my name on it. Like I said, you have to own what's yours and you have to stand by what's yours. And so it's Chiquila's Christian Catering now. And you can find me on Instagram and you can find me on Facebook. And I would love to thank you so much for calling in.
Awesome. I love it. We have another caller. Let's go for it.
Wow.
I have the best manager in the world, by the way.
Of course you do.
Knocking all this shit out and get things in order. But hi, beautiful caller. What's up?
Hi, my name is Arte from Canton.
Yeah, Canton.
I'm here in Michigan, of course.
Yeah.
I am just calling because first I want to say both of you ladies look amazing.
Oh,
thank you.
Kelly, you're hot as usual. Tequila, there's nothing like a woman in uniform.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I just want to say that your layout looks amazing. I know personally, I've had some of your catering, and it doesn't just look amazing, it tastes amazing too. I just have one question for you. When they say, okay, there's a recipe for this, is there a recipe for that? Is it true that the number one recipe is love? Now, I know it sounds cheesy, but when you love what you're doing, does it truly make a difference?
It does, because I'm reminded of a memory of my grandmother. We were, at that time where my mom was working and going to school, so we were struggling. And my grandmother just went in the kitchen. We thought we didn't have any food. But because of her experience of making something into enough, she went and she sat in there and prepared food out of things that I did not think in my mind. That's what gave me my interest in culinary. So it's always love. If you do not have love in your food, then you might as well eat out of a vending machine. Those products are not prepared with love. They're just manufactured and sealed and put on display. But love makes you go the extra mile. Love ignites your passion. And that can be altering a recipe, adding to a recipe. Love allows you to use your instincts in cooking. So love is key, is connected to everything culinary. That's my belief.
I agree with you 100%. I just wanted your opinion on that thing. And just thank you again. Thank you for bringing not just your catering menu, but your love to all of us.
I know.
Thank you.
I mean, food, the right dish can be comforting. It can get you through a breakup. It can get you through a celebration.
Yeah.
It can just come in a number of ways and just bring happiness. So we thank you for your love that you're putting out into the world.
So much, caller. Thank you.
Oh, you guys are awesome. I love it.
And Kelly, you're awesome as well. You and your manager. I mean, I just thank you for welcoming me to be on this show to speak about my passion.
Great. So, like right now, I have to give a shout out. You are watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And right now, Thursdays at 8 p.m., you are watching Entertainment with Kelly. And right now, I wanted to say and give a shout out to some of our awesome viewers, Chiquila, like these Splatoon kids. Like,
oh, wow.
They are so freaking awesome. And then you have Sarah, Logan, and Joel, and Laurel, Diana, and Rowan. I mean, amazing. They are like so cool. And they're not even kids. They're like teenagers, you know, and things like that. But I have to give a shout out to them because they always support me on YouTube. And they're
cool.
Everyone, you know, every single one of them, they are the best. Also, Grace.
Wow.
So I'm so thankful. And
Yeah.
shout out to them. Shout out to my awesome niece, Satora. And shout out to my sister-in-law, Nisha. I'm just thankful for the support. And my awesome mom is like engaged. Shout out to Jeff. And shout out to just everybody. 313 CEO, if you're watching this, shout out to you. And just all of my viewers, I thank you, and I just thank you for all of your support. You are great, and shout out to Darcella.
Thank you.
But yeah, so oh, it's gorgeous. I mean, your camera person is freaking awesome. Your cinema photographer. I guess that's the correct way to way to say that, to approach, you know, to, you know, say that. But yeah, I mean, so is there anything else you would like to touch base on? So now we're getting to that part of the show, even though you've mentioned like where people can find you already, like go on and please repeat your information again, how people can book with you and things like that, DM you for as far as business and you know, inquiry or whatever.
Right. Shaquila's Christian Catering.
Okay.
I'm under Happy Christian Catering on Instagram, Shaquila's Christian Catering on Facebook, as well as a contact number, point of reference is area code 313-523-5767.
Okay.
I have my lovely associate, which handles the business end for me, Miss Patrick. She's willing and ready to help with any type of catering or event needs. She will convey to me, and we can meet. We can even set up a tasting. when you tell me what your customary catering needs are, and she's there to facilitate and to help with that. So you can get in contact with me. I'm so blessed and honored to be invited on your show, Kelly. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this platform.
No, I thank you so much. I thank you and your talent. You're a great woman, and things are just getting greater and greater for you. And you freaking rock. So, I mean, I thank you once again. And
Thank you.
please, I don't know when I'll see you guys again, but save some of that tequila for me. But you rock, and I thank you so much. And enjoy your evening, because I know you're a hardworking woman. You're running like a 5-star restaurant already, and you know, and things like that. So, and plus you're trying to do your own thing with catering. So, I mean, you are already successful. A very educated woman outside of catering. You've been a nurse and all these things, and you've graduated from technology and dealing with computers. I don't know the exact name, but so you just really went back deep into your love for the culinary arts, for cooking.
Yeah, it comes full circle.
Huh?
It comes full circle.
Oh, yes, for sure. So you're an educated woman and graduated and have degrees and many other things, but I literally just, you know, they say do what you love. And I just thank you for coming on the show. You look gorgeous, by the way, and you are the best. And I thank you for your time, because I know your time is precious, because you're a very busy woman. So I thank you so much.
Oh, and thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, have a good night.
You too.
All righty. So that was awesome. That was so freaking awesome. So now I'm going to go into entertainment, like news and things like that, like I usually do, which is cool. I love doing that. Um, So we have this story is like over a week old. It's almost 2 weeks old, but a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people aren't aware of it. So we have an awesome rapper who I like really enjoy, J. Cole. He is like becoming a professional basketball player in Africa or something. It's like, you know, it's true. Basketball players, professional basketball players want to be rappers, and professional rappers want to be basketball players. I don't know what that's about. I don't know, you know. Yeah, I remember years ago, LeBron James was supposed to drop an album, or he did. You know, but I mean, you know, I remember like a few other rappers, they, you know, they just say they love basketball and they used to want to be in the NBA. And you have the NBA players saying, hey, I want to drop a rap album. You know, I remember Andre Drummond, the ex player from the Detroit Pistons. And I'm like, you know, he had to leave. He had to get his money, you know, and he went to Cleveland, and now he's doing good on the LA Lakers. So shout out to Andre Drummond. But I mean, he was so in love with Detroit and the music from Detroit. He would just, and you know, it wasn't just because he was you know, playing for our team, because even though he's on, you know, other teams right now. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tongue tied. You know, like, you know, I still haven't heard him speak highly of any other city or any other state like he has Detroit. He just said he felt at home here, and he was in love with the music. How can you not know Motown and things like that? And, you know, I believe he worked with a couple artists here in the city. So, you know, but he's actually a good rapper. So some people can do it all. Like, you know, some basketball players, NBA players, they're not that good at rapping. They need to stick into their field and some you know, rappers need to stick to you know, rapping and not trying to be NBA players. But at the same time, I see on Instagram you have a lot of rappers that are really good at, you know, at basketball. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on the fact that there's something going on with the NBA and rap and music, you know. So yeah, with that being, it's like, yeah, J. Cole he's going to supposedly be a professional ball player in the African Basketball League. So, I mean, that's freaking amazing. And it's like, whoa, you know, and he must really want to, you know, play basketball because he has a ton of money already. So, shout out to J. Cole. He's so awesome. And he's showing the youth you can do it all, you know. Another story. So, this is like 2 weeks old for sure. So I'm kind of a fan of Elon Musk, and he you know, I love comedy. I can be a comedian myself. He, you know, was on Saturday Night Live like a couple weeks ago. So, you know, that really blew me away, and he was so freaking funny. I love it. And I love how he touched base on how he was autistic, how he had Asperger's. And I love that as well. Unfortunately for me, I don't have Asperger's, like all that genius stuff like he and Bill Gates. But I'm a little crazy, and I think I'm a little smart at the same time. So, but yeah. Anyway, that was my funny, corny joke, but with the truth in it. But I mean, Elon Musk, he did a great job on Saturday Night Live. He was so funny, and I could relate to him. And and then he made this like awesome strategic move, like right after the Saturday Night Live thing a couple weeks ago. And he said, you know what? Because Elon Musk is known for Tesla. And of course, I spoke on another episode, like, you know, he put a microchip in a monkey, and the monkey can look at the screen and blink his eye and move a chess piece or whatever game or whatever. But and then, you know, the whole thing with outer space, I love that type of stuff. We have you know, he did this like strategic move to me, and I just love shit like that. And you know, he was like, okay, I'm over Tesla. Tesla is no longer accepting Bitcoin. And like the prices like plummeted and dropped like severely. And it makes you think, is he with Dogecoin, or is he going to probably start his own currency or something like that? But you know, so that just made me like him more because I love a great businessman, you know. And but recently, you know, they mentioned this week, a couple days ago on TMZ, Shout out to TMZ. That's where I started, TMZ Live. I thank you guys for finding me and discovering me as well. It's putting a spark under me to want to go into, what I'm doing now on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. But yeah, TMZ, did like a report saying, you know what, he said he's no longer accepting Bitcoin for, Tesla and things like that. And that made the stock plummet. But he also hasn't sold any of his shares. So that made me think like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What you got up your sleeve, Elon Musk? But anyway, either way, I love it. And I'm a fan of yours. So you rock. And, so I had to touch base on that. I just love stuff like that. I think it's so cool, and I love, a witty person. I love, a great businessman. Okay, so this is like a week old. I have a little tomboy in me. And I used to play a little basketball, but literally it's like LeBron James is recruiting people for the Lakers. It's like he wants this unstoppable army, which I don't blame him. And he, he's recruiting other, like big, huge stars, not just from college, but from other teams. So we have AD, Anthony Davis, who I have been a fan of forever. And then we have our awesome Andre Drummond, who used to be a Detroit Pistons. And congratulations, he went on to, the Cavaliers, to even bigger, to the Lakers. And he's on there, and he's a great player. So you already have all of these great players, and it's rumor he is to recruit Steph Curry. And it's like, oh my gosh, what the hell? Like they used to be rivals, like Golden State used to like beat the Lakers and back and forth, LeBron and stuff. But now it's like LeBron is like, hey, you want to join my army, my mega team? And, it's rumored that, it might happen. I don't know. I haven't went into further detail, but I mean, it's fucking awesome. He's creating his own all-star, like super team or something like that. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, that is so, I love it. It's another strategic move from another man, which is cool. And I have to give the guys a good shout out. I mean, when it comes down to it, I said another man, but, I don't want to just base it off on, sex, just another awesome person, because there are plenty of awesome women doing like big huge business moves and things like that. So yeah. Alrighty. What else? What else do we want to talk about? Summertime is here. Well, it's almost here. Technically, we're still in spring, but it's time to, have some fun, more fun, and, I go into local news into Detroit, Michigan with our awesome governor, Governor Whitmore, or as the rapper says, T Grizzly gave her the name Big Gretch, which it cracks me up all of the time. So yeah, she's like lifting up, all of these restrictions, Like in a minute, you can not wear a mask. In a minute, you can, let's see, let me find the exact story. So, all Michigan COVID-19 restrictions to be lifted July 1st. Wow, freaking awesome. So, yeah. What else do we have from our awesome governor? I believe it's the thing with also June 1st, like all of the bars can stay open past 10. I believe that's it. So I'm excited about that. I would go to the MGM and they'll go do the announcement at 9:45, like, no more drinks, blah blah blah, last call, but now you can drink all the way through all the way through the day, the evening, the night, all the way until the morning. I love it. So that's awesome. And I think she did a pretty good job. I don't go into politics, but I mean, so far, so good, you know. So, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't want to look at my phone. I know some episodes I'm just like, oh, I'm so unprepared. I have a few topics I do want to talk about, but at the same time, I don't know. My mood has changed. It's like I'm a free spirit. So, we're at the end of the show anyway. But anyway, I'm a free spirit. So, it's like if I feel like changing something up, I will. And once again, I thank you. I thank all of my viewers once again for tuning in to me. Shout out to um, Christian Catering. Thank you for coming on the show. Your food is so delicious. Thank you for giving a double like me an interview. And as shout out to the Splatoon kids. Like, you are awesome. You guys have Splatoon kids, but you're really teenagers and you're beautiful and you're awesome. Laurel, Diana, Rowan, Sarah, Logan, Grace, Joel. I mean, all of you rock. I thank you so much. And shout out to Ursil and Jeff and Urte, and Shaquila and Caesar Toriano. Oh my gosh. And like, I can't wait to interview One Single Rose. Like, she is so freaking awesome and she has traveled the world. I'm going to, save that for when she's here. But I thank you all so much for tuning in. And you have been watching Entertainment with Kelly on WJZZ Cool TV, Thursdays at 8 p.m. So check me out. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Kelly Briar Rose. And I thank you all so much. And I want you all to have a great night.